What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're going to be reacting to Ty's tier list of the best 2 guards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Before we get on, if you guys are new to this channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit 280,000 subs by the end of the month. Right now, we are like 700 away, so it's going to be close. It is going to be really, really close. We're not 700. We're like 760 away. So it's going to be really, really close. We're hitting just under 100 a day. So at the minute, it's not looking like we're going to hit it, but it's going to be very, very close. Either way, if we don't, we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. Not the end of the world. Also, guys, go sub to Ty. A link to his channel will be in the description. He's going for he's going for 100K. He's on 83,000. He'll, without question, hit it by like May or June, the latest. But anyway, now let's get on to it. Also, we are on 1.5 times speed for Ty because the video is 25 minutes long, and I know if I don't put it at 1.5 times speed, this video is going to be an hour. So let's go on.
Road to 90,000 subscribers. We're going to start off with Allen Houston. Now, you're confused, Ty.
D.
Allen Houston's in 2K.
He stinks.
He's a collector level reward.
He stinks.
Most people don't even have the card. And if you do have him, at this stage,
he stinks.
Very, 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 very mediocre shooting guard.
He's bad. He's not even mediocre. He's bad. D.
To start it off. Now, when I say that, look, he doesn't give you basically anything.
I agree.
Ray Allen based on normal timing, okay. Base dribble style, not great. He's just not great in 2K. We might get an Allen Houston, a new Allen Houston that might be okay, but this Allen
probably
Houston
not.
Came out on September 14th was okay, but the problem is now for today's game, he's just not very good. Can't even get limitless spot up, and if I put in him any higher, this would not be a valid list. Now, Andre Iguodala.
ARS.
Is he S tier? Is he H? I'm going to put him at S4.
I'm not going to argue. Iggy's so good.
You're not going to find very many better defense players in the game in this card.
He's so good.
6'11",
so good.
Outside of the right corner, 93 1, 95 driving, can handle the ball, 95 speed, 97 lateral quickness. Great defensive stats all the way around. 10 defensive Hall of Fame badges, and that's the thing for Iggy. I mean, you're looking at clamps, interceptor, intimidator, as well as pick dodger, pickpocket, ankle braces. This dude is going to be basically that pure lockdown.
Give him range. He's God.
The problem with Iggy is the slasher dribble style. Okay, that's really the problem with Andre Iguodala. I hate
he's a lock though.
It's just something that I'm just.
He's a lock. You don't really. He doesn't need to dribble.
Style, man, do what you guys got to do. The big thing for Iggy, you're gonna have to give him limitless. You're gonna have to give him probably chef. You're gonna have to give him probably bullet passer, maybe brick wall, rebound chaser, those types of badges. But once you do fully badge him out, the card is incredible. I'm not gonna sit here and say that slasher dribble style kind of ruins how good he could possibly be. Anthony Edwards up next. Now,
better than Houston.
The other night because the refs are soft. But this dude's been hooping lately. I'm starting to have a lot more fun watching Ant and just watching his development as a player. Obviously, he's young, so he's pretty inconsistent. But
he's not good either. He could be D. He honestly could be D.
Better than Allen Houston, I'll say that. But I don't think he's too much better. Base dribble style, jump shot, 80. It's not that much to love about Ant, especially, I mean, even if you look at the badges, no hand.
He's not it. He's not good.
Not very complete. He's not very good in 2K right now. Maybe eventually he'll get a card that is usable, but that Ant is just not it.
B for Beal.
Up next. Now, when you look at Bradley Beal and compare him straight up to Anthony Edwards,
he's just too small. Beal will be good.
Bradley Beal is so much better than Anthony Edwards. It's not even close, and he's so much better.
Problem with Bradley Beal is, like, if Bradley Beal was either taller or he had a dribble style that wasn't awful, he'd be okay. But he's a 6'3" 2 guard who's not a very good defender and slasher dribble style. He's just bad.
Better than a guy like Allen Houston as well. Now, the problem with him is he's only 6'3". That's the problem with him. Now, on the plus side of things, he does have the 80 interior, which is going to help.
His defense okay, I guess.
Problem again is the slasher dribble style. Going to be in 3.
He's not good.
The D part of it is hard, considering.
He's hovering between A and B.
Forget what I just said about the D being hard. He's 6'3", so it's going to be a little difficult for him to play defense.
Buddy's so much better.
Now, Buddy Hield, when he
Buddy's so much better than Bradley Beal. Don't get me started. Buddy's so much better than Bradley Beal.
TYDEBO'S obviously becomes better. We know this. Okay, 6'4", 6'9" wingspan. Hot spots forever outside 3-point line. Badge-wise, I mean, 45 base.
He's literally Bruce Bradley Beal, except he gets gold instead of half limitless range. But he has a much better release and a decent dribble style. Like, what are we doing? And he's taller. Like, what are we doing? He's a tier lower than Beal. He's literally just a better Beal.
These badges defensively becomes pretty complete. It's pretty similar to Bradley Beal.
He's just better.
He's got Kobe's base on quick, as was the quick dribble style. If you don't think Buddy Hield is at least as good as Bradley Beal, I think you're wrong. But when you compare the cards, I think it's tough, right? You want a guy in Buddy Hield.
No, Beal's better. Hield's better.
You want a guy in the likes of Bradley Beal, which is going to be way better in basically every stat. So the tough part to kind of separate this two, I do think Buddy Hield is good enough right now when he's evoed to be A tier.
S.
I'll be the first to tell you guys.
S.
I'm not the best.
Neither am I, but he's S.
I do not know how to use jump shot 3.
I've been cooked by him.
Guys do. Now, he's just a complete player though. Even defense.
It's only been one guy, I can't even remember who the guy's name was, who knew how to use Kazi Russell and dropped like 36 points in a clutch time game. Like, I didn't know what the hell to do to stop base 3. Like, yeah, Kazi Russell's S tier.
It's something where, I mean, because he is 6'5", might be at a disadvantage. He's solid enough. Like, his lowest defensive stat is like an 80, which is basically just fine. Shooting-wise, pretty complete as well. I'm not good with Kazi. But if you know how to use Kazi...
No, neither am I, but he's insane.
He can get every shooting badge in the game. Jump shot 3 on quick is a cheesy release. I think he's an S-tier shooting guard in my team. Cliff Hagan, I mean, another A-tier player in my opinion.
What? Cliff Hagan's worse than Bradley Beal. I'm sorry.
We might have to move Buddy Buckets down.
How is Buddy Hield worse? Explain to me. Explain to me what way Cliff Hagan is better than Buddy Hield. There is nothing Cliff Hagan does better than Buddy. Like Cliff Hagan, off rip versus Evo Buddy. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. Let's take a look and see right here. So, Cliff Hagan, same height, but has a 4-inch shorter wingspan. Badges wise, yes, he's got 4 extra half badges. But some of them are like difficult shots and corner specialists. You're not missing it anyway with corner specialist. And volume shooter doesn't matter. Defensively though, you got a bunch of half badges on Buddy Hield that you don't have on Cliff Hagan. You also get interceptor, which you don't get on Cliff Hagan. Stats wise, Buddy Hield is way better defensively. The reason why Cliff Hagan has plus 400 total stats is because he gets plus 21 strength, which doesn't matter for 2-guard, plus 10 shot close, which doesn't matter, plus 35 standing dunk, which doesn't matter, and then he gains 120 stats in post moves, post hooks, and post fadeaway, which literally does not matter for a 2-guard of his size. Block 79 kind of matters, and interior defense kind of matters. I will admit that. But still, Buddy's got a better release. Buddy actually has a proper dribble style instead of Buddy has the best dribble style instead of fundamental. There is no question about it. Like, whatever about Bradley Beal. Cliff Hagan's way better, or Bradley Beal's way better than Cliff Hagan. Cliff Hagan is closer to Anthony Edwards than he is to Buddy Hield or Bradley Beal. I think Buddy's way better than Bradley. I don't even think it's a comparison. But, like, Cliff Hagan's, I think it's barely comparable to Bradley Beal.
We might have to, because Cliff Hagan is not getting moved down. What he can do
How?
as far as a 3-and-D player, I think, is absolutely immaculate.
What? Like, what? Explain to me what he does better than Buddy Hield. Explain to me one thing other than interior defense. Which, at the end of the day, maybe if you're facing Giants fan or 11 Assassin, they're going to start paint matching you with your 2 guards. But let's be real. 99.9... Like, literally, like, if there are... Let's just say, hypothetical situation. There are 1 million active MyTEAM players. There are 100 that will abuse the interior defense of the 1 million. Just because you happen to face those 100 players. Like, Ty plays this game pretty much exclusively for money. Pretty much exclusively, he plays this game for money. So I understand, from Ty's perspective, why a card like Buddy Hield might be weak. But at the end of the day, unless you're playing this game for money, which is literally a small community, I know it's a vocal minority, but it's literally 100 to 200 people that consistently play this game for money. Out of the million players, it's like 0.001% of players. Maybe less, maybe 0.0001% of players. Like... I don't agree. I strongly disagree.
Fundamental dribble style, not terrible. Gonna shoot the ball, jump shot 17 is smooth, make plays defensively.
Yeah, but it's not...
I think what I'm gonna have to do is move Buddy Hield.
What? No! Come on. Buddy's literally the 3rd best player on this list, and it's not even close. It's not even close. Like, Buddy's closer to Cassie Russell than he is to either of these 2 guys.
And that is because Buddy Hield is not complete on the defensive end of the court. Yes,
What do you mean he's not complete on the defensive end of the court? He has 5 half defensive badges. Just because he doesn't have interior defense? Dude, it doesn't matter. 6'4" Cliff Hagan is getting paint matched. It really doesn't matter what his interior is. He's getting paint matched to death, just like Buddy Hield is. But he has got a 5-inch longer wingspan. And he also has got plus 6 perimeter defense, plus 3 steal, same lateral quickness, plus 2 pass perception, plus 3 help defensive IQ on more defensive badges on Hall of Fame. How is he worse defender than Cliff Hagan?
Easy Bodie gets a lot better. Still not a complete player. I'm a big fan of Cliff Hagan, and if you did get him out of ascension, you got a pretty good 2-guard.
He's not even...
Clyde, man.
How is Clyde better than Buddy Hield? What are we doing?
But he's solid. I mean, you look at Clyde Drexler, 6'7", 6'10".
Dude doesn't move. You have to give him like 8 badges to make him even usable.
98 lateral quickness. You could run this guy small forward if you really wanted to, but he is a primary shooting guard. Defensively, pretty complete. I mean, you can get every badge in the game. Again, I'm gonna harp on it. If you have base or...
I don't even mind Clyde. It's just Buddy's so much better than him.
I like players who can handle the ball at the shooting guard position. Clyde can't handle it that well, but because he's 6'7", he belongs in A tier. Dan Marley.
How is he S tier? What are we doing? What are we doing? He's fine. Move Buddy Hield up 1 tier. Move all the guys who have an A tier. Move them to B tier. Move Buddy up 1 tier. And move Dan Marley down the same tier as Buddy. And then we've got a good list.
Right, I think that's the easiest way to...
How is he comparable to
Cassie?
Cassie?
Down, but I think right now he belongs with Cassie Russell and Andre.
No, he doesn't.
I just think he's a little worse version of Andre Iguodala.
Yes.
But he has fundamental dribble style. So when you compare him straight up to Andre Iguodala, Iggy's gonna blow him.
He does have fundamental dribble style, but the thing is that, yes, fundamental dribble style is better than base. The problem is he comes with go quick first step. So someone with base dribble style with half quick first step is still going to burst faster than someone with fundamental dribble style. At the end of the day, he can't move. He's not going to move for you. He is a spot up catch and shoot cone. He's a cone, but he's not even close to being as good as Andre Iguodala.
Like, I'm not even going to sit here and sugarcoat things. Andre Iguodala is going
way better. He's so much better than him.
But on my,
Iggy, better release, half interceptor, better player build, better dunker.
Right? That's basically all I see. Dan Marley is basically an off-brand version of what Andre Iguodala is. If I move Dan Marley
No, he's not. Dan Marley is Jalen Brown with a worse release.
All these guys are going to have to get moved.
Yes, yes. If you move Dan Marley down, move all of these down, and even keep Buddy Hield in B tier, I'm more okay with that. Like, Dan Marley is, without question, at one tier better than Bradley Beal, Cliff Hagan, and Clyde Drexler. The problem is this shouldn't be S and A. These three guys do not. Whatever with Bradley, I think Buddy Hield belongs in A tier. These three guys do not belong in A tier. I'm sorry, these three. If you want to keep Buddy Hield down there, I'll be more okay with it if you brought Buddy Hield, or if you brought all of these guys down. None of these three guys belong in A tier.
As well as we really get into this thing. Danny Green, you know what? I'm moving Allen Houston down. Gonna move some people probably down here in the near future.
Danny Green's, he's better than Edwards.
82 speed hurts. Is Danny Green better than Anthony Edwards? I don't know
yes.
how to answer to that. I really don't.
Yes, he is.
Plans. Shooting badges is fine. Can't make plays at all. Slash dribble style, can't handle the ball. I don't know. I'm
yes,
gonna move Danny Green to D tier. Gonna leave the rest as it is for the current day and age. But Danny Green, he's just slow in 2K.
See?
D-Book is tough.
How is he the same tier as Buddy Hield?
He's basically a cone. That's the problem with him. A cone that's not great on defense. Offensively, shooting the ball, yes, he is.
He's a glass cannon who can't move. Like, get him into C tier.
As well.
How is he comparable to Buddy?
6'6". If we ever get a Devin Booker that can play.
Buddy literally moves better, has a better player build, shoots the ball better, and can play defense, and you've compared the two of them with each other? What are we doing?
Play defense is going to be really solid. It's just this one cannot play any sort of D. Donovan Mitchell for today's age is
he's better than that, man. I'm not going to lie, he's better than Anthony Edwards.
You want me to hype up this Donovan? I mean, it's just not.
He's not good, but he's better than Anthony Edwards.
He's now 6'1", shooting guard position. If you run a 6'1" shooting guard in today's game, you're going to get fried. I do apologize for the lack of phase game as we do move forward. It is tired at times, man. So it just needs a little bit of a rest as we push.
How is... I like Doug West. I'm going to be very clear about this. I really like Doug West. How is he better than Buddy Hield?
We do have Doug West, man. And if you're looking for a shooting guard, don't reward Doug West. Is he the man for you? I'm going to go off on a limb and say no, but look.
He's fine.
Speed,
he's a really good card. You're just... I'm getting angry about good cards because Buddy freaking Hield is a B tier. Like, you badge up. I'm telling you, you badge up this guy. He's like a mini freaking Tatum. He's got shifty. He's got half quick first step. You badge up this guy, he's something serious. But I still take Buddy Hield over.
107 on quick is a smooth release, shifty dribble style. This card is, in my opinion, better than Baron Davis. Like, you guys can hate. You guys can.
No,
hate,
he's not.
Like Baron Davis, and that's cool.
No, he's not.
I like Doug West more than Baron Davis. I think.
That's fine. He's not better than Baron Davis. He's like, this is Manu Ginobili with a better release.
Doug West is an A tier shooting guard in the game, and he might be closer to S tier than B tier. He is that good in my team. If you think
he's not, like, fair enough. Move Dan Marley down, move Buddy Hield up, and then move the other three guys down. And then I agree with this as, if you put Eddie Jones in C tier, I'm gonna break something.
I'm going any lower than B tier or than A tier.
Again, how the hell is Eddie Jones better? I get it, he's got half interceptor. How is he better than Buddy Hield?
Eddie Jones, you're mistaken. I know you guys might not love Eddie Jones as much as I do, but that's sad because Eddie Jones.
I'm cool with him in B tier.
Get it, jump shot 31.
But he's better. He's better than someone. He's better than Clyde.
Okay, that's the problem.
He's way better than Booker. Don't like that's an absolutely stupid argument to make because Devin Booker should move them all down. Move Devin Booker down a tier. Move Anthony Edwards down a tier. Move everyone in A tier, not named Doug West, into B tier. Move Buddy Hield up a tier, and then we've got a bit of a list. Like, you're comparing a card who shouldn't be in B tier with a card that probably should be in B tier.
Stats. I mean, does defense matter? Does a post hook and post fade, post move, does that even matter? I mean, let's be honest with ourselves.
Eddie Jones is so much better than Booker. Let's not. No one has ever made the argument Booker is better than Devin.
I do think Eddie Jones is better than Devin Booker. I'm putting Eddie Jones at the top of B.
How is he better than Buddy Hield? No one has ever made the argument. Like, Eddie Jones is better than Clyde Drexler. Eddie Jones is better than Buddy Hield.
I think he is a little bit better than D.
And he's way better than Cliff Hagan.
I'm going to put him at A tier because I think that's gassing a little bit. But I do think he's
F.
better than Devin.
At this stage, Gary Hart's F tier. He's got 70 on quick, move him to F.
A little bit better. He's chicken, but the problem is 82 speed.
F. Allen Houston's better than him.
A long time ago, Gary Harris was okay. That time is not now. Jalen Green up next.
Allen Houston is by no means belongs in F tier. If these guys are all in E tier, move Allen Houston up. Allen Houston's better than pretty much everyone except for. He might be the best player in F in D tier.
Defensively, he stinks. What I will say is if we get a Jalen Green later on in 2K, the card's going to be extremely good. This card is not good. But Jalen Green has potential this year.
Does he even put Manu on the list? But, like, Allen Houston, I don't even like Allen Houston. Danny Green in a tier with all these guys is ridiculous. Allen Houston should be up a tier. Danny Green should be up a tier, and probably move Gary Harris down. Move Ant-Man down with Allen Houston, maybe. Move Booker down.
Oh, that James Harden up next.
S.
At the top 8 tier still.
He's better than Dan Marley.
This James Harden dude.
He's better than Marley.
Cooked by quite a bit. Obviously,
he's so good. He's better than Marley.
If you're point guard James Harden with even quick release timing, just know we're getting the best point guard in the game. It's quite honestly that simple. James Harden absolutely immaculate.
Yeah, he's better than Dan Marley.
I love this James Harden card. Still one of my favorite cards, shooting guards to ever use in 2K. J Rich.
A.
I can't put J Rich over James Harden. I just can't bring myself to do it, and I can't put Dan Marley up there either.
There we go.
Need to move some people down.
Please. Cliff Hagan, thank you.
For the sake of this video.
Bring Beal down. What? You brought Buddy Hield down? You moved him down. No, you cannot be comparing Anthony Edwards to Buddy Hield. We're not doing this. This is not what we're doing. The best player in the tier you moved down. No, we're not doing this. We are not doing this now. So let me compare. Anthony Edwards to you've got Devin Booker over Buddy Hield. What are we doing, lads? No, you're trolling. You're trolling me. You're trolling me because you know I love Buddy Hield. You're trolling. So let's compare Anthony Edwards. So 39 goals versus 19 goals. Basically the same player build. Anthony Edwards plus 289 total stats. Yeah, but like in the things that matter. Like over 100 of these are in, or 100 of these are in post moves, which doesn't matter. 25's in driving. That is one thing Anthony Edwards is better. But Buddy Hield's a better shooter. Buddy Hield's significantly better on defense. Buddy Hield also is way better badge-wise. And then also has all the defensive badges. You don't even get interceptor on Anthony Edwards. And oh wait, Buddy Hield has maybe the easiest release degree in the game. And Anthony Edwards has got base 80, which is okay, but base dribble stock and quick versus quick. You're actually comparing, like, no. Buddy Hield doesn't get the stats, but it's every key badge, every stat that matters. Because the only reason his total stats are bad is because he gets freaking 25 in all his post game. That is blasphemy. That is worse than putting Baron Davis in B tier in the last tier list. You actually move down the single best player. There is no comparison between Devin Booker and Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield shoots better than Devin Booker. Buddy Hield has quick dribble style. Buddy Hield has a better player build because for some reason that Devin Booker has a 6'6" wingspan. Devin Booker can't play defense. Devin Booker shoots the ball at a pretty decent rate. Buddy Hield may be the best catch and shoot player in the game. Buddy Hield can defend. Buddy Hield can dribble. Buddy Hield has better dribble sigs, and he's got quick dribble style. Like, there's literally not one thing other than post game that Devin Booker does better than Buddy Hield, and you've chose to move down the single best player in that tier. That is blasphemy.
Some people down, I like that a little bit more because I do like Jason Richardson a lot, and I think he does a lot of things better than James Harden on the court. But the problem is he's got the power dribble style, which is not great. Still going to shoot the ball incredibly. Good speed.
Freaking Eddie Jones with better shooting and worse defense.
Really solid card in my team. Quite honestly.
Move Bradley.
Diamond Jalen Brown up next. He's okay. Like Jalen Brown, if you aren't willing to grind for the pink diamond, I don't know why
you're comparing him to Buddy Hield.
Is he as good as the pink diamond? No. And that's what we're going to be talking about. Like if you compare the diamond to the pink diamond,
not even close. Pink Diamond's better than Marley. He's A.
Badge-wise, that's where there's a little bit of a difference with the Hall of Fame sniper, slippery off-ball volume shooter. I do think Pink Diamond Jalen Brown is an A tier.
No question about it. He's better than Marley.
Quite that high, but there's really not that much of a difference in the shooting. There's really not. If you wanted to put JB in B tier,
no. You're actually joking me. You were considering putting freaking Jalen Brown from October above Buddy Hield, who is still my starting two guard. Like, oh, is Manu there? I wonder if he puts Manu. Like, if you want to put I run Manu, but I'm cool if you want to put Manu in C tier because I think I'm I'm the world's best Manu user at this rate. I'm probably the only person who likes that card. But like, I understand if you want Manu low, but Buddy Hield.
Jeff Malone is our next card we are going to spend a little bit of time.
He stinks. He stinks.
He's a card I haven't seen much of, to be honest with you. 6'4".
He's 6'4", T-Mac who can't really shoot that well. He stinks.
I can't put Jeff Malone any higher. If you guys love Jeff Malone, do what you guys got to do. I'm not going to be.
He's way better than Gary Harris, though.
I'm not a fan of Jeff Malone at all. Joe Caldwell, on the other hand,
B tier. He's like worse Dr. J.
Does some things well for you guys. Right? If you do Evo,
he's budget Dr. J.
90 speed, 92 lateral quickness, all of the shooting badges. Still just, only 43 badges. You're not going to get all the playmaking badges that you might want to put on him. And that's kind of the tough part.
He's literally just mini Dr. J.
Slash dribble style 6'5". Is he B tier? Probably. But man, I have a hard time putting him ahead of Jalen Brown. I really do. Joe Johnson, we have an A tier shooting guard. Here's the reason Joe Johnson.
He's one long.
I'm going to spend a while talking about.
He's one long.
85 stamina. That's the reason right there. No Hall of Fame
yeah, he's only got one long.
This card gets so tired so quickly. If that stamina was a 92, okay, he's fine. But I've never known stamina to be that big of an issue until I've used Joe Johnson. Still has a smooth release, still has shifty dribble style, but man, that stamina keeps him off of S.
Yeah, I agree.
Top A tier, I will admit that. But
what's Booker doing in B tier?
Any higher? Dr. J, another A tier shooting guard. We're having a lot of A tiers, and because of that, Bradley.
Thank you for moving Field
I
down.
like A tier just a little bit more. Dr. J.
You know what? Every card that I did say to move down, he's moved down from the start of it. So I do agree with that. But what is Buddy Hield doing? C tier.
Perfect candidate to put in A tier. I mean, not quite S tier. He's gonna shoot the ball well.
He's not near S tier. He's like better. He's literally better Joe Caldwell.
I don't know why. I don't really have an answer to it. I've never loved Dr. J cards. Still, the slasher dribble style.
He's fine.
Cards, especially at the shooting guard position.
S tier. Both Clay's an S.
Again, at the top of
He's better than Joe
If
Johnson.
you even want to put the diamond in S tier, I am not going to hate it. Like I don't hate it. If you want to put this Klay Thompson in S tier,
Unpopular opinion. I've used both of them. I did not feel a difference. I have not. Having used both Clays plenty of times, I have not felt a single difference between both Clays. Like, I get it. There like is a difference, but they feel the exact same for me.
I don't hate it one bit. Now, is he objectively better than Joe Johnson? It's really preference based. I have him ahead of Joe Johnson because of the stamina rating. Outside of stamina, Joe Johnson does a lot of
Again,
things.
if Joe Johnson could actually
stuff that I don't know if that really matters.
like, if Joe Johnson didn't play like freaking early season Luka Doncic, didn't have the stamina of early season Luka Doncic, like he'd be good. Like, I'm fully convinced that I could last longer on the floor in one of these games than this specific Joe Johnson card could. And I'm in the worst shape of my life. Like, if Joe Johnson genuinely didn't play 2K, like during his time out of the NBA, he smoked 100 packs a day. That's definitely amount that would very much kill you. He would be he'd be alright, but yeah, he can't move. He can't really run for long. So yeah, Clyde's better.
What matters is the +8 stamina. I can tell you guys that definitely matters. Now I will say, if Joe Johnson's A tier, and so is Klay Thompson. Those guys both might get moved up eventually as we go.
That's Clay's ass, no
Two
brainer.
cards that are going to be an S tier are
Kobe and Clay. Kobe's so good. He's so underrated.
He is the best shooting guard on current gen.
Kobe's so underrated. People have just forgot about how good he
is
is.
the best one on current gen. I don't know what it is. His movement is so.
His movement's good, but I don't understand. Like, if you're talking about like shooting with Kobe Bryant, like, and then you move Buddy Hield to C tier, like, Buddy Hield is the closest thing in the game to Kobe.
Silky smooth on current gen. Release is so smooth as well. I'm just in love with Kobe Bryant on current gen. I really am.
The closest thing to Kobe is Buddy Hield, and you have him in C tier.
Is he better than the Diamond? I really don't notice that much of a difference, but to say he's not better than the Diamond would just be.
They play the exact same. They feel the exact same.
But shooting wise, if you know how to move with Klay, you're gonna love this card. I just, for example, am not great with Klay in general, and that's why I can't put Klay Thompson any higher. We do got the face cam back and active as we go over the Diamond.
If you put him above Buddy Hield, I'm going to break snap.
Didn't we get a new Lou Dort card? And we did. Is this card anything to really look too in depth on?
He's fine.
Shot 105 slash dribble style 6'3". He's not great. I'm gonna go C tier with him because on the defensive end he is still going to be able to compete a little bit. But look, if you're running Lou Dort in my team, good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Luka Doncic, I don't love the card at all.
You can't contest
Here's
him.
the deal with Luka. I mean, if you're good with his release.
I do stand by, like, if you put Joe Johnson in A, I'll give you A, but like, you literally can't contest Luka. You throw the ball. If Luka's standing in the corner, you just pass in the ball and press square, and if you know his timing, you will hit every shot. So
I mean, if you can use his release, credit to you. I personally can't. I just can't. 87 speed, pretty decent defender.
I think he might have to go A. I think he might be an S.
Badges and stuff, shooting wise, immaculate. I'm just not great with Luka Doncic. Base dribble style, I'm a hard time.
He doesn't need the dribble. You can't contest the
But I would
dude.
say a lot of people are decent with Luka. A lot of people do know how to use him. So I think I gotta respect him and at least put him at that A tier. Get into our last few cards here. Manu Ginobili, I'm gonna go B tier with. I don't hate.
Like, this is normally where I should be really, like, happy, but Manu Ginobili is not as good as Buddy Hield, and I am higher on Manu Ginobili than literally anybody that has ever picked up controller in 2K. But he's not as good as Buddy Hield. He's B tier. You are completely correct that he's B tier. But what is Buddy doing in C?
Manu, but if you have Manu A tier or higher, you are wild. That's all I'm gonna say. You are absolutely
No, he's B
insane
tier.
if you have him A tier or higher with a 45 interior defense and 3 defensive badges. He can move and groove, shifty dribble style, auto playmaking badges in the
He
world.
doesn't ever
Run
miss.
Manu Ginobili.
He
I
never
will
misses.
Smash your head in.
He's B tier.
Matisse Thybulle, man. Look, I need some more F tier players. Is Matisse Thybulle?
Matisse Thybulle's the best player in D tier, and it's not even close. Matisse Thybulle is the best player in D tier, and it's not even close. Like, what are we doing? If we move Matisse freaking Thybulle, the single best player in D tier, into F tier, I don't even know. I'm convinced Ty's just never used any budget players in this game.
Oh, one of them? I don't think so. He's a primary small forward, but most people are going to play him at shooting guard. Defensively, I think he does enough from being F.
He's freaking dead, no glitched. Like, he's the best player by a mile. He's way better than Jalen or than Danny Green. He's way better. He's C tier if anything. If Buddy, I would argue him up in C tier. And also Allen Houston moved Gary Harris down, who sucks. If you want to move Malone down, do it. Not the hype. You know what? F tier. This next Michael Jordan.
F tier. I think he is a D tier caliber player. Gonna move to Gary Harris.
Gary Harris, thank you. Gary Harris does not belong.
Just a little bit down just because of his low speed rating. And I think Matisse is that little bit better. Matisse, a card I wouldn't necessarily recommend you guys running, but if you want to, he can hoop a little bit.
Why is Jordan ahead of Matisse
I
Thybulle?
have a great dribble style. Michael Jordan had anything other than slasher. You give him quick, you give him shifty, you give him fundamental. Michael Jordan, the next Michael Jordan we get might be our best shooting guard in my team. Problem is, this Michael Jordan is raw, man. He is raw. You can't even give him limitless, can't give him sniper, can't badge.
He doesn't even come up
This
with.
Michael Jordan.
He's not.
Raw.
Yeah.
If
Matisse
you're
Thybulle's better.
at this stage, I don't know how. I really
Like-
think this card is nearly terrible in my team. I'm sorry. But I just got to be honest with you guys. Is Michael Redd is a tier shooting guard. I have
Yeah,
this many at A tier.
I agree.
But how is Michael Redd not A tier? I mean, defensively he's complete, offensively pretty complete. I'm waiting until we start getting Ray Allen based on quick. Like these normal Ray Allens, I just don't know about. Been another player with that base dribble style. Not the biggest fan of, but throw him right in there with the Jason Richardson. Throw him right in there with the Dan Marlin. They're all basically the same.
He's basically his Dr. J.
Ray Allen, just a step below those guys, right? I mean, Ray Allen.
Buddy Hield's so much better than Ray Allen. It's not even funny.
Last season. And honestly, for
Buddy Hield's so much better than
him. The problem is, again, looking at guard 6'5", Ray Allen base, normal timer, slasher, dribble.
Buddy Hield's so
He's
much
not
better
as
than
good
him.
as Michael Redd. If you want Ray Allen, just use Michael Redd if you got it. You don't want Michael Redd and want to feel, you can use Ray Allen. But he's just
get Buddy Hield.
A card who is next level good that I'm going to spend
S.
time talking about is Reggie Lewis's Galaxy.
No question, S tier. He's the best.
I do not have much success with Reggie Lewis. I just want to be very completely honest with you guys. I do not have that much success with Reggie Lewis on current gen. I run Terry Dischinger and Kobe Bryant both over Reggie Lewis. Now, with all of that being said, I have a pretty bad Terry Dischinger and I have a pretty bad Kobe Bryant. As Reggie Lewis's base card is, you're getting an absolutely immaculate defensive player. That's not changing. There's nothing that changes that. Where does Reggie Lewis lack? Well, first thing I say is Kemba release 8 upper. Is it bad? No, it's not bad. Is it Kobe good? Is it Terry Dischinger good? And not in my opinion. Okay, shifty dribble.
It's not far off though.
I can't hate on Reggie Lewis, but I initially, when he came out, said he was probably gonna be the best card in the game.
He is. I think he's best.
Take that back a little bit. Reggie Lewis, probably second. I probably rank him like this. Honestly.
He's better than Clyde.
Not the how he gets the slash dribble style. This is how I rank him right now.
Maybe on current gen, but next gen he's the best.
Beat him. I actually got Reggie on my account. He's just not the best shooting guard in the game, in my opinion. Rex Chapman, card that just came out pretty recent, and he's.
You've compared Rex Chapman to Buddy Hield.
Basically a month ago now. Card is solid. He's just short. Doesn't have great interior, but I mean, if you're looking for an offensive player, pretty gifted. Base dribble style, jump shot.
We're comparing Buddy Hield to Rex
I do
Chapman.
still think he is C tier for the era we're in. Richard Hamilton. I know
You are saying Rip Hamilton is better than Buddy Hield.
Let's say you locked him in, stop playing the game, and now you come back to play 2K. Is Richard
He
Hamilton
sucks.
Is he a best card in the game? No, but he is.
You can literally get dudes for 5. You can. Buddy Hield's so much better. He's so much better. You can get guys for 5 down. Eddie Jones is so much better than Rip Hamilton's 2000 MT. Like, no, he's not as good as Buddy Hield.
I mean, he's solid. Now, obviously not as good
Sam
as
Jones, B tier.
Hamilton definitely can hold it down for you. But so can sweet Sammy Jones, man. Sam Jones,
He's fine, but Buddy Hield's better than all these guys.
Last season, 6'4", 6'7" wingspan. The only problem with this card is he's 6'4". That's really it. If you can find another flaw,
His release is kind of slow. He's a weird upper.
Because he's got everything else you could possibly want. I had a lot of fun using the Sam Jones card last year on the Nobody Spank squad, and he is definitely a B tier caliber player. Trace McGrady's Pink Diamond. I don't know where to put him. I'm gonna put him at A tier, but I do not like this card. I just want you guys to personally know I do not like Trace McGrady's card, but he's okay. A lot of it is a slash dribble style. I need guys at my shooting guard position that can move and groove, can handle the ball. Don't be surprised if in the next month we get a better team act. That's all I'm gonna say. Until he gets quicker, shifty though, it's gonna be hard to put him ahead of guys, let's say like Kobe Bryant. Victor Oladipo, I think
A tier.
he's underrated cards in my team. I still don't know if he's quite A tier.
I'd put him in low A tier. I really would.
But I do definitely think
I think he's unbelievable.
6'4", 6'9" wingspan, base dribble style hurts him. Really good jump shot, really good defender.
He's Wade, but he can't play the point.
He's a really, really solid card in my team. You give him this duo, man. Oh my goodness, he's even better. Obviously, I would never run Sabonis to get the duo, but a B tier shooting guard.
Wade,
A
or
I'm not
S.
moving anybody from B tier down because I do like.
Oh no, you
everybody
put
at
Wade in
B
point
tier,
guards.
not to be there. Perfect card for C tier, I think, is Vince Carter. The moment we get another Vince Carter, the moment I'm going crazy. He's the one guy I would let have slasher dribble style. Everybody else with slasher doesn't feel the same. Him with
He is
slasher,
chicken.
This Vince Carter
He is very chicken. He doesn't miss.
My team, the guy I'm most biased for. But we haven't got a new Vince. We got the Amethyst, but he doesn't count. We haven't got a new Vince since October 1st. It's due.
He doesn't
Definitely
miss,
have
like-
to see Vince Carter soon and expect him to come to my squad. Last but not least, Diamond Zach Levine. Another card I'm gonna plug in to C.
I agree.
A card that offensively is gonna move.
Like you move Buddy Hield up a tier, maybe 2 tiers, and I'm not angry.
6'8" wingspan, pretty skinny at 200 pounds. Defensive stats absolutely terrible. He's a liability on the defense end of the court, but offensively he can light it up. It's my tier list for this shooting.
So Buddy Hield is better than every single player in B tier. Buddy Hield is better than at least 4 players in A tier. You know what? I think you can debate Buddy Hield is the best in B tier. I think he's better than Majerle. I think he's better than... Having used him, I think he's better than Red. I think he's better than... Again, I use Jalen. I think he's better than Jalen. I think he's better than Julius Erving. I think he's better than T-Mac. But I think you can definitely argue... You can argue him being in best of B, but not in A. But Buddy Hield being in C tier is just blasphemy. Other than that, I don't actually mind the list that much. It's just that one ridiculous placement makes everything else seem off. Your A tier, I'm happy. Like, the A tier, other than that, is perfect. Like, the gap between, let's just say, T-Mac maybe the worst in A tier, or Dr. J. And considering you only went 5 for S tier, I think you did pick the best 5. I think maybe Luka, but, I mean, Luka's not as good as Iggy, Luka's not as good as Kazi, so you did pick the best 5 for S tier. If you wanted to add a few more to S tier, it'd probably be like Luka, Clay, maybe Joe Johnson. But B tier, they're all fine. I think outside of Buddy Hield and then Allen Houston being an F tier, I get he's terrible value, but he's not an F tier player. Like, when you've got... He's better than Jeff Malone. He's better than Jalen Green. Heck, he's better than Michael Jordan. Other than that, though, it's actually a really good list. I was just so fixated on the fact that he not only underrated Buddy Hield at the start, he decided to move him down instead of up, that I just lost the plot. But other than that, this is actually a very, very solid list. It's a really, like, very similar list to what I would make. It's just, there's just one that's so far off that I'm just in shock. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. That is the video. It goes up to tie. This actually isn't a bad list, except for this one specific placement right here. This is not a bad list at all. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.